make good presentations, how to make efficient presentations. Something you will see, well, normally it would be better to be standing up, because if you are standing you appear more friendly, but because of my bad eyesight and I can't raise the computer up here, I'll do it sitting down, and on the other hand those people sitting here wouldn't be able to see the screen. So first point, you need a real starting point and an appropriate ending. Make sure you grab the people's attention. If people are still talking, wait until they have calmed down and only start then. The other thing is you need a clear ending. All of you ended with thank you for your attention. Maybe you could have something else that grabs the attention, but anyway, you should signal, now this is the end of my presentation. Always face the audience. So, of course, it's a question of how to do it. If I have the computer in front of me, or if I have a piece of paper where I can look at certain words, then it is easier to keep eye contact. Because otherwise, if you have to turn around to the screen, this is not very efficient. If you do not know the names of your co-presenters, each of them introduces himself or herself. That saves you the trouble of remembering the names. Look at the screen in front of you, like I'm doing now, and from there, the way to face somebody or to face the audience is not that far. Never turn your back to the audience, because if you do that, nobody wants to see a presenter's back. So always face the audience and always try to keep eye contact. Try to use short sentences, especially if you talk to non-native speakers. They will not be that proficient in English, and even native speakers will not be able to follow sentences that are made up of long sentences where you have relative clauses and so on. This is far too difficult to follow. So try to use short sentences. Speak slowly and loud. Of course, it's a question of confidence. If you're shy, if you do it for the first time, you are nervous, you'll probably speak in a very low voice. But if you're more confident, you can speak loud, you can vary the tone of your voice, and this will be more attractive. You will find people will pay more attention, even the people in the back. Good. Try to keep eye contact with the audience. Look at people specifically, not just glance around. Nobody will feel that you actually look at them. Look at one person particularly, and the others will feel you look at them as well. Don't read, but tell a story. So if you read all the details from a piece of paper, this is very boring. Just presenting facts, let's say about certain aspects concerning statistics or interpreting graphs. Tell a story. So, as if you were telling a fairy tale, or if you were talking about an event during your last holidays, things like those. This is much more attention-grabbing than if you do it another way. Try not to be monotonous. Vary the tone of voice. If you're too monotonous, people will do something else. You will lose your audience. If you vary the tone of voice, they are more attentive and they will get more of what you tell them. On the slide, we haven't seen the slides because I just concentrated on the presentations. On the slide, write not more than 5 lines made up of no more than 5 words. Why? You must imagine there might be people who sit further in the back. They won't be able to read more. They won't be able to comprehend more. So from the visual point of view, for the slides, concentrate on the few most important aspects on one slide, because it would be a pity if any information got lost that way. And finally, choose colors that match for your slides. If you choose a color that cannot be easily seen, like for example yellow on white, this is not good. It should be clearly visible, and it should make a good impression, and it should be very well done. Now, these were just some hints. I don't say it's the only way of doing presentations, but these are hints I would like to pass on to you. And now I would like you to ask questions or make comments. We still have about a quarter of an hour to talk about presentations. If you want to say, well, in my presentation I found that it this or that, please don't criticize others. We don't want to judge, but the idea is to get better at doing that and to help with the presentations. Okay? So, who is the icebreaker? Who would like to ask a question or make a comment? Then I will ask you a question. How did you feel when you presented? Did you feel nervous? You were nervous. Pardon?
At the beginning.
At the beginning. Then you got used to it. Hands up. Who has done his or her first presentation before an audience that you did not know? None of you. You've all made presentations before? Okay. But probably not in these surroundings. What about preparation time? Did you have more time to prepare at earlier occasions?
Yes.
Yes, you did. So this was something of a new situation. Who has ever had to make a presentation with somebody who he or she had not known before? Yeah? Okay. What was the difficulty when compiling the presentation? Or were there any difficulties? Did you all immediately agree, let's do it that way, let's do it in that sequence? Or in your case, did you all agree, there's just one of us who speaks? How did that process work? Was it easy? Was it difficult? Was everybody satisfied? Was everybody happy? You can't remember? A long time ago? I suppose it is something you get better at the more practice you have. The more presentations you make, the more confident you get, the better you will be. Why do you think it is important to know about presentations and to be confident and be good at making presentations? Do you think you will need that in your further career?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too. This will be a